Rescue Chapter 12, The Portal. This much Ben knew. The creature was called a rain dragon, and it lived in the land of rain. But it wasn't simply sick or injured. It was dying, and they were supposed to save it. He glanced at the black satchel. How could he and Pearl save a dragon's life when they'd had zero medical training? "Shouldn't we wait for Dr. Wu?" he asked. As Meadowmouth yawned again, his steamy breath blew over Ben's head. "Yeah, let's wait." "We can't wait, you guys. The rain dragon needs help now." Pearl squared her shoulders and gave Violet a determined look. "Tell us what to do." "I like your spunky attitude, little darling. I can tell we're going to get along just fine." Violet reached across the switchboard panel and pushed a large yellow button. A distant sound arose, thundering and crashing like an approaching storm. "What's happening?" Ben hollered as the howling grew louder. Wind began to gather in the center of the room, whipping round and round, forming a mini tornado. "That's the portal," Meadowmouth said. He scratched behind one of his horns. "I hate going in there." "What?" Ben furrowed his brow. "We're supposed to go inside that tornado? Are you kidding?" "You're kidding, right?" Meadowmouth shook his head. "Cool," Pearl said. The swirling wind had kicked up the glitter, turning the tornado yellow. Wait a minute. Stories began to form in Ben's mind, reasons why he shouldn't step inside a tornado and go to a place that had no map and that no one in his family had ever heard of. "My eardrums were injured when I went scuba diving, so I'm not supposed to be in a tornado or any kind of windstorm." Violet made a little bleating sound. Bleating. Then she handed a small glass vial to Ben. "Keep this safe. Don't lose it. It's your only way to get back here." Ben gently cupped the vial as if it were a newborn baby. It was filled with yellow glitter. The only way? This was sounding more dangerous by the second. A huge smile spread across Pearl's face, as if she were about to go to Hawaii. But this wasn't a vacation. This was a trip to another dimension. Her lab coat flapped against her basketball shorts. "Let's go!" She hurried to the center of the room, slipped into the tornado, and disappeared from sight. "Oh, gee, do I have to go?" Meadowmouth complained, his ears drooping. Violet reached between two of his scales and pulled out the tennis ball. "Fetch!" she called as she tossed the ball at the tornado. Meadowmouth's tongue hung from his mouth. The room shook as he bounded into the portal. "Shouldn't we take umbrellas if we're going to the land of rain?" Ben asked. He was stalling, of course. "We're supposed to be back by 3 o'clock. We can't—" Lightning zapped. The portal turned bright white. "Well, what are you waiting for?" Violet asked Ben. "It's gonna leave without you." Without him? Against every ounce of his better judgment, Ben ran straight into the light. Wind whirled round and round. Howling filled his ears. Pearl's hair whipped and stung Ben's face. Meadowmouth's scales prickled through Ben's lab coat. The storm sounds intensified. Thunder bellowed. Pearl grabbed Ben's hand, both of their palms equally sweaty. She smiled at him. He couldn't smile. His face was frozen in an expression of utter terror. He gripped the vial in his other hand. The only way back. There was a steadfast rule in Benjamin Silverstein's house. You must always tell someone where you were going, even if you were walking down the street to visit a friend. His parents had no idea he was going to a strange land. If he didn't return, they wouldn't know where to look for him. Suddenly, Everything went black.